In the past few decades, we've witnessed an unprecedented flow of money into U.S. elections. Billionaire donors, names like Ken Griffin, George Soros, and Reid Hoffman, have increasingly influenced who holds office and which policies take center stage. But the question remains how much money is truly involved, and what role do these billionaires play in shaping America's future? In recent years, U.S. elections have seen a surge in fundraising unlike anything we've seen before. Billions of dollars are raised for political races, with big donors playing a central role in shaping the outcomes. So, just how much is being raised? Where is this money going? And can it make or break an election? Let's dive into the numbers and explore how billionaires are influencing U.S. politics. If you're passionate about understanding the powerful impact of money in politics and how it shapes the future of American elections, don't miss out. Hit that subscribe button and stay informed with our latest insights. Remember, democracy thrives when we're all actively involved and your voice matters. Join us, stay engaged, and help make a difference by supporting our channel. The sheer volume of money flowing into elections is a relatively new phenomenon. In 2012, for the first time ever, both major U.S. presidential campaigns crossed the billion-dollar threshold. In that historic election, President Barack Obama faced off against Republican challenger Mitt Romney. The amount of money raised was unprecedented at the time, but as we would soon find out, that was just the beginning. Fast forward to the 2020 election cycle, and the numbers were staggering. $14.4 billion was raised between congressional and presidential races. That's a monumental increase from just a few years earlier, and it's a sign of how the influence of money in politics is growing. The consequences of this influx of money are clear. In most cases, candidates who raise more money tend to win their races. In 2022, nearly 94% of House candidates who raised the most money were successful, and for Senate races, 82% of the top fundraisers emerged victorious. But at the presidential level, the connection between fundraising and success isn't always so clear. Take the 2016 election as an example. Hillary Clinton raised significantly more money than Donald Trump, yet Trump ultimately won the election. So, while money is a powerful tool, it's not always a guarantee of victory. You might be wondering, where does all this money go? A large portion of campaign funds are spent on organizing rallies, opening offices in key battleground states, and hiring staff. But the biggest expense by far is advertising. Candidates pour millions into TV and radio ads, direct mail, and social media campaigns. They're constantly searching for the best ways to connect with voters, and no method is off the table. But beyond winning over voters, fundraising itself can make or break a candidate's campaign. A prime example is Joe Biden's exit from the 2024 race. After a disastrous debate in June, major donors, including Hollywood star George Clooney and philanthropist Abigail Disney, publicly called for Biden to step aside. When they stopped contributing money, Biden's campaign began to falter, leading him to drop out of the race. Now, as we move toward the 2024 presidential election, fundraising is again in full swing. Vice President Kamala Harris is leading the Democratic efforts, having raised an astounding $310 million in July alone. A significant portion of that money came from the Biden campaign, which rolled over its funds to support Harris. With $377 million in cash on hand, Harris holds a slight advantage over former President Donald Trump, who has $327 million available. Momentum seems to be in the Democrats' favor right now. On the day that Minnesota Governor Tim Walz was announced as Harris's running mate, the Democratic Party's fundraising platform brought in an incredible $20 million in just 24 hours. This surge of support shows that Democratic donors are highly motivated as we head toward the 2024 election. So how is all of this money flowing into campaigns? There are three main ways: individual contributions, PACs, and super PACs. We had discussed this all process of PACs in our previous video. Individual contributions are subject to federal limits, with a cap of $6,600 per election cycle. PACs, or political action committees, can donate up to $5,000 to a candidate's committee, while super PACs have no limits. These super PACs are often where we see billionaires and large corporations making their mark. In the 2022 midterm election cycle, billionaires alone contributed around $880 million. Their influence is undeniable, but small dollar donations are also a critical part of the equation, especially in presidential races. Kamala Harris, for instance, raised $81 million within 24 hours of announcing her candidacy, with 880,000 people contributing. That level of grassroots support can make a significant impact. But it's the billionaires who often grab the headlines. One of the most well-known donors is George Soros, who has been a consistent supporter of Democratic candidates. In April 2024, Soros gave $60 million to the Democracy PAC, which is set to support House and Senate Democrats. In the 2022 midterms, Soros donated a whopping $170 million, making him one of the largest donors in recent history. On the other side of the aisle, figures like Elon Musk and Timothy Mellon are making waves. While Musk has been linked to supporting Donald Trump, he recently denied reports that he would be contributing $45 million a month to Republican efforts. Nonetheless, other high-profile donors have stepped up.
Elon Musk, very, very much appreciated.
Mellon, for example, gave $50 million to a pro-Trump super PAC following Trump's conviction on 34 felony counts. The impact of this money doesn't stop once the campaign is over. Donations often influence policy decisions, as elected officials may feel a sense of obligation to prioritize the interests of their largest supporters. For instance, Donald Trump has garnered substantial support from oil and gas companies due to his strong backing of the fossil fuel industry. Should he return to the White House, those donors are likely to have significant influence over his policy decisions. While billionaires and big-money donors continue to shape the political landscape, many Americans are growing frustrated with the role of money in politics. According to a recent poll, 72% of Americans say they want limits on how much individuals or organizations can contribute to political campaigns. However, as of now, money remains a central force in U.S. elections. With billionaire donors continuing to pour vast sums into the political system, the debate over campaign finance reform is far from over. Whether it's George Soros, Elon Musk, or lesser-known billionaires like Timothy Mellon, the influence of big money on American politics shows no signs of slowing down. Okay, so that's all for the today video on role of billionaires in U.S. elections. If you're interested in learning more about the role of money in politics and the future of American elections, make sure to hit that subscribe button, join us, stay engaged, and help make a difference by supporting our channel. Thanks for watching.